Okay, hello everybody. It's Wednesday, so that means we're live here from Old Town Quilt Shop in Orchid, California. I'm Michelle, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully there's a few people on. The first thing I want to go over is this past weekend we had a quilt show here at the shop in our classroom. So we cleared out the classroom, and the two guilds, the Santa Maria Valley Quilt Guild and the All-American City Quilt Guild, their members got together and set it all up, and the quilt members put quilts in the show. Anyway, it was a fabulous show. So between on our walls and down the little hallway that they made, there was all kinds of quilts, traditional art quilts, embroidery, hand quilted items. It was just gorgeous. And the other really good thing was we saw a lot of people we hadn't seen, and people got to get together because most of the guilds hadn't been meeting in person yet. So people got to socialize. It was great. Anyway, kudos to the two guilds and all the people who made that happen. So thank you, and I hope most of you got to come and enjoy it, because otherwise you missed a really fun show. Okay, so let's get started with what we have. I'm going to start out with the class that still has a few openings in it, Mimosa. So Mimosa is on October 23rd from 10 to 4. The cost is $30. This is the pattern, and it's suitable for beginners. So it's a super easy pattern that uses these are large, because you could use I think you could even use 10-inch squares there. So you can showcase fabric. Of course, this particular the quilt on the cover is just colors, but you could showcase fun fabric. And one of the things, you don't have to use the folded corner clipper for this, but it is a great way to snowball. That's what this is called, where they've cut off part of the block there and attached the background to it. So the folded corner clipper allows you to do that without having to draw lines and do all that. So anyway, that's what you'll learn in that. And like I said, it is suitable for beginners. This is not a difficult pattern. Okay, and you can make a variety of sizes from baby to king. So all of that is on here. So go to the website and you can sign up for Mimosa. And Stacia said she might even make mimosa cupcakes for that day. So. Okay, so let's get started with the fabric that has come in. First thing, we got a panel. This goes with a, well, it goes with a line of fabric, obviously, but it also goes with a pattern that we got previously and showed you. So it uses the two, these are rather large pieces that you can cut out of there. So it's a bicycle with flowers. So one shows the side view and the other is the front view. Or anyway, that's the panel. And then it is called petals with a T and petals with a D. So anyway, the fabric is called Petals and Petals. It's from Riley Blake. So it has the panel, obviously, and then the tossed bicycles. So this is on kind of a cream background, and it's got it's not really orange. I don't know what you call that color.
Golden
A
mustard.
kind of a golden, yeah, golden. And then there's a background. That is the background also on the panel. It's words, and the words are in gray, and it's on, like I said, kind of the same as kind of a creamy. It's not really a white background. And then the focus fabric, and this is the border on the pattern. So you've got flowers. So this is a black background, and you've got flowers. And none of these, well, the words are directional, but everything else is not directional. So that makes it nice. And then we have the fat quarter stack. So the fat quarter stack will allow you to actually do this pattern. So the fat quarter stack obviously has all the fabrics in the line. And so on yardage we only got those 3, but this is the pattern. And I believe it just makes one size, yes. So you need, the panel and then, the floral for the binding, and then the fat quarter stack would allow you to make these blocks in here. But you could also do your own thing. You don't have to do this, but it's a really pretty. These are pretty fabrics, and that's a pretty panel. So again, Petals and Petals from Riley Blake. It's $12.85 a yard, and the panel is $9.87. Okay, $9.87. Okay, so that's the first one. And we have lots more. A lot of basics. We did get quite a few basics in. So these are called Beautiful Basics, and of course they're beautiful because they're dots. Hello! This is from Maywood Studios, and they're $12.20 a yard. So we got green and 2 different blues, and they all have white dots. And each of them has, 2, kind of a mottled color through them. So the green, it's a little darker and a little lighter, and same with the blue, the dark blue and the lighter blue. And then there's more of a, sky blue with little, anyway, alternates the dark and the white. So it's kind of fun because you've got the mottled and the dots, and gives you lots of options. So we always have a multitude of dots here, so you always have lots to choose. So Beautiful Basics from Maywood Studios. And then we got Quilters Naturals. We have a lot of white on whites, but we don't have quite as many of the more cream colors. So this is a more cream, which doesn't show up well on the camera. It's looking a little lighter, but it's more creamy, and these are little flowers on it. So it's very subtle cream with white. So Quilters Naturals from Galaxy from E.E. Shank, and they're $10.99 a yard. One of the other things we like besides black and white is black on black. So, and because just plain black can be too boring and flat. So it's kind of nice to have, it's really not black on black. It's almost a, like a light gray, but it's called, they do call it black on black. So this is called In the Black from Maywood Studios, and they're $13.15 a yard. So we have this scattered dots, and the dots are not all the same size either, so it's kind of fun. It's just a splattering of dots. And then we have more of a scroll. I think it's called calligraphy, but it doesn't really say anything. It's just more scrolly just through there. So it just makes, if you want to use black as your background, this just gives it a little more, it just makes it a little more interesting and not quite so flat.
And the color on these is weird, so they really are black.
Oh, okay. In the camera, they don't look quite as black as they are. They are true blacks. Okay. And then also from Riley Blake, we got, it's called a Hush Hush Crisscross. It's $12.85 a yard, but again, it's a basic. Now this is not a true white, it's more creamy, and then it's got little X's on it, scattered throughout. So again, a nice background. Goes well with these other blacks. All right, and then from E.E. Shank, we have all the solids from Andover, but we thought, well, let's try another. It's not that we don't like Andover solids, we love them, but we thought, well, let's try another one. So Silky Cotton Solids from Shank, and they're $10.99 a yard. They do have a good hand. We just got a few colors just to give it a try. So, if you use both of them, either Andover and Shank, if you, let us know if you really liked one over the other, that would that would help us in making further fabric choices. But anyway, we got a very light gray and a red, a black, and this peach color. We seem to have a lot of things that peach works with. I don't know quite why. And then a white and a navy. So these are just basics, and like I said, we're just trying out, one other company's solids. Okay, and then from blank quilting, we got Lower the Volume, and they're $13.45 a yard, and these make fabulous backgrounds. So you've got this, they're all on a white, and you've got this black and gray, so you've got little triangles of different sizes. Some are open, some are filled in, and just kind of a fun background. And then this one would look, I don't know, there's just a lot of colors that it would go with, because it's got the gray, it's got the yellow, it's got a little kind of a peachy pink, and an aqua. Anyway, it's just fun, and again, there's no, it's not directional, so there's nothing stopping you from using it for any background. And then this one is kind of like blurred words. I don't know, but it's white, and it's gray. It's kind of a bluish gray. They're not really words that you can decipher. It's just, it's kind of like if you left the newspaper on something and it peeled off, and you just get that blurry. Anyway, that's my description for it. Okay, Stacy's laughing at me. So if the camera is shaking, it's because she's laughing. Alrighty, so then we have white with gray circles, and different size circles, and so it's just fun, a background with a lot of movement. And another one with a lot of movement. This is more like, what are those geodes that you cut open the?
It's called topography.
Oh, it's called topography. So yeah, it's like the water, or those topographical maps. So and it is more of a blue gray as well that these are done in. And then we have stars, and this is probably more of a true gray than these are. And so again, the stars are different sizes, so it's just kind of fun. These are just really great backgrounds. And then we have another one that has multiple colors in it. So like the previous one, it's got the aquas and the little peaches and gray and darker and lighter. So it's very subtle. So very nice, just by themselves. If you wanted to do a low volume quilt, these would be great. As backgrounds, they're great. Any of the, like the So Kind of Wonderful, where they mix a lot of the backgrounds, this is fun. This whole palette would work. So again, Lower the Volume from Blank Quilting, $13.45 a yard. We got also from Blank Quilting, Bloom Bouquet 2, and it's $13.45 a yard, and it has a floral that's almost watercolory like, and lots of colors in here. Peaches, see, peaches, and pinks and greens and blues and purples. Just a really pretty floral. And then we got a checker plaid to go with it. Yes, sometimes words just escape me. It has checks. Oh, they're plaids.
Not as bright as what they're showing.
Okay, so yeah, they aren't as bright. They do work well with the colors in here, obviously. And then you have this little zigzag stripe with all those same colors. So they're just a lot of some of the primary colors, and then tones of them. So it would work well with kids stuff. And then we got kind of paisley leaves on a pink background.
Again, not as dark as what it shows.
Okay, yes, this is not, oh yeah, it does show up dark. Yeah, this is a much lighter pink than what is showing. And then butterflies. People are always wanting butterflies, so this is on a white background and the same colors again, the oranges and the blues and the peaches and the pinks, all very pretty. And then we have a tossed flowers on more of a tealy blue, and little viney things going through there, but you know, none of, other than obviously the stripe, none of this is directional. So again, this could be kids. It would make a great 3-yard quilt. It could be for adults. A pillow. Yeah, it would be fun.
That's what we got it for.
Yeah, or even pillowcases. It would be fun. So, Bloom Bouquet 2 from Blank Quilting, $13.45 a yard.
Still going.
And then from QT Fabrics, so Quilting Treasures, we got part of a line called Home, and these are $13.45 a yard. And this is almost, we kind of thought it was almost Lorelei design-like. But anyway, pretty houses on a black background, very vibrant, great colors. And then 2 fun little flowers to go with it, one with on the white background and the other on the black. So, you know, you can pop these either way. And then just this fun, you know, background, or, you know, to use with other black and whites, just kids and dogs. It's just cute. It was
Baby crawling.
It was irresistible. Yes. Yes.
Little
You got the little baby crawling. You've got a dog. You've got a cat. You've got, you know, kids. You know, other kids, adults. You know, whatever. So anyway, whole families, just community there. All right, and the last fabric to show you is called Love You. Little play on words there. I'm trying to remember if they had fabric that had sheep or something on this. I don't remember. But anyway, this is what we got. It's from Quilting Treasures as well, $13.45 a yard, and it's more of a Valentine. It's got the X's and the O's and the hearts, and it's not directional. So this is cute with the red background, and then you've got the pinks and the black and the white. And then we got a stripe to go with it. So the stripe with these little happy hearts, the little red and pink ones, and then the open. So they go well together, and with some of our other Valentine fabrics that we have. So this is Love You from Quilting Treasures. And one more sort of fabric, well, it is a fabric thing, but we got a kit called Bedtime Stars Quilt. And what's in here is everything, including the pattern to do this quilt. So it finishes at 43 by 61, and it includes the panel. So this part of it is the panel, and it has the, you know, Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep, that prayer on it. And then it's just so pretty, these vibrant colors. It's blue and yellow and red, and just really pretty. So we have 3 of these kits only. So if you want one, you're going to have to get right on that. So the kit is $72.99, and it includes everything you need to do to make the top, including the binding.
And the pattern.
And the pattern, yes, the pattern. So, okay, and then 2 new patterns that we got. A new So Kind of Wonderful, and I'm working on this, and hopefully next week it will be in the shop. Posh Jacko, so really cute. Uses the mini quick curve ruler. So all these Posh ones, they're doing these Posh for every season or every holiday or whatever. Anyway, you know, you got Posh Santa, and we had Posh Lucky and the Posh Bunny and Posh Jacko. So anyway, really cute, and you know, they're not difficult to do for people who are afraid to do curve piecing. It really is not difficult. So all these Posh are wall hangings, and they come out about the same size. This is 28 by 38. So if you have, What's that?
And they use the quick curve mini ruler.
Yes, they use the quick curve mini ruler, and they also suggest, and actually the instructions inside, they have a So Square 4-inch ruler, and they suggest that you get that to do that, and that in the pattern that is how they show to square up. However, you can square up with the quick curve ruler as well, the mini quick curve ruler. But anyway, this is the newest Posh to join the family, so Posh Jacko. And then we got a pattern called Scrapbooking, and this is one that has a multitude of sizes, baby through king. So the baby is 48 by 48, and the king is 112 by 112. All of them are square. And what was it you just told me, that the new Tula?
The new Tula that's coming out next spring.
Okay, the Tula that's coming out next spring, they show her fabric in this particular pattern. So anyway, this just looked like a fun pattern, so we got that. All right, any questions out there? We went through a lot of fabric. It's on the website under all the new stuff, and if you have any questions, you can always call us. So
how do they call us?
How do they call us? Well, on their little phones.
With what number?
They call us on their phones with this phone number, 805-938-5870. And remember, on Mondays we're open from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. So don't come earlier than that, because we're not open then. And then Tuesday through Friday is 10 to 5, and Saturday 10 to 4. So these are how you get a hold of us. And if you come to the shop, those are the hours that we are open. So just remember, the one thing that has changed is that Mondays are 3 to 7. So if you're in the working world and you're out there, you have to work till 5 o'clock, you can come on Mondays because we're open till 7. Okay, so you don't have to just come on Saturday. All righty, that's it. Any questions? Okay, well, we hope to see all of you soon. Next week, anyway. Okay, see you later. Bye.